Before I begin, I would like to thank you all for 100 subs. That may seem small, but you have no idea how motivating that is. I don't make these videos for money. The pleasure and motivation I get, especially when I'm on the bench under that heavy ass weight, is enough. Thank you all, and get your ass in the gym.
Follow this comment to find incontrovertible evidence that weight loss works, according to the guy who makes money off of convincing people that weight loss works. See, this is the evidence that weight loss scammers try to use. They get photos of their clients before and after. They don't tell you how long the before and after is. They don't show you any follow-up for a year or 2 years or 3 years. And then they expect you to think that is as good as peer-reviewed research. Now, I've posted the peer-reviewed research on long-term weight loss, and it doesn't match your claims based on your photos. And saying, "Oh yeah? Well, how come my clients did it?" This is like a financial planner saying, "Hey, look at their balance sheet right now. See? I taught them how to be financially responsible." And then not following up a year, 2 years, or 3 years later to see if the things you taught them actually stuck. This is the bait and switch of weight loss scammers. They want to show you that success is possible, but the only thing they can show you are the clients that they have without telling you, okay, is this 1 year after they lost the weight or 2 years? They'll never tell you that because they lie.
Jesus, you are an idiot. Studies into weight regain after weight loss just measure if the dieter lost weight and kept it off. It doesn't tell you how effective diets are because it doesn't take into account one key factor: adherence. So what do we know about adherence from actual research? Well, according to Carroll and others, 2011 dietary adherence is quite effective at predicting weight regain. Not only that, but according to Thomas and others, 2014 dietary adherence even effectively predicts weight plateaus during weight loss attempts better than changes in energy expenditure. TLDR, find an effective diet, stick to it, and it'll work. Diets don't fail, dieters do.
Medical standards are a joke. I got diagnosed as obese today. I'm 5'10" and weigh 205 pounds. My waist is 32 inches. Do y'all not understand what muscle is?
My eyes work. I know what muscle looks like. Be honest with yourself. You don't have increased weight due to a large amount of muscle. With a waist size of 32 inches, you are 3 inches away from a 35, which is considered high risk regardless of BMI according to the National Heart, Lung and Blood Institute. I'm not sure you understand how easy it is to put 3 inches on your waist. You can love your body if you want, and I think you should, but don't sit there and tell the internet your gut is just a massive rock solid muscle tissue, because we both know it's not.
Y'all say this like being smaller means you're automatically healthier. It's a bunch of healthy smaller women out here. Y'all don't say nothing cause it's not about health. Y'all just fatphobic and hide behind the healthy living argument because you're a coward. Weight and body type isn't a choice, lifestyle and dietary choices are though.
You spent all that time just to be incorrect on absolutely everything. Do I have to explain risk factors for the millionth time?
I'm really tired of y'all pretending that thin people do healthy stuff all the time. Like fat people just sit around all day eating McDonald's, and thin people only eat salads and work out every day. Absolutely not. I promise I have a better diet than a ton of thin people I know in my life who literally eat fast food for every meal, who never cook. I don't have to justify my lifestyle. I don't have to defend myself. When my blood work is better, like, y'all are just mad. Stay mad, I guess. Like, y'all don't make any fucking sense. Ooh, can't be fat. Why not? Why not? Why not?
Sure, obese people go to the gym, but according to research they don't do it at the rate of formerly obese and overweight weight loss maintainers, or at the rate of normal weight people on average.
An opinion you have that might piss some people off.
Transformation photos, they're an insult to the fitness industry, to bodies and society as a whole. We are so much more than a before and after photo, so let's just stop reducing ourselves to that.
No, they're not. Maybe I want to show progress, whether that is gaining muscle or no longer being obese, or gaining weight, after you struggled with a restrictive eating disorder. These are all accomplishments you should be proud of, and don't let any advocate for cardiac arrest tell you different.
Since I've already pissed them off, here's something that I find particularly curious about weight loss influencers and the weight loss community in general. Do we just not find it weird that you all mimic behaviors of eating disorder communities? Your posts and videos that go viral are body checking. You establish a starting weight, current weight, goal weight structure. Y'all have convinced yourself that the solution to your relationship to food is counting calories and restricting. And if you can't do it on your own, we have quite literally made it socially acceptable for somebody to come in and cut your fucking stomach in half. Or cut 80% of your stomach out. So that if you binge, your body will literally purge. Y'all praise over exercising in order to stay in a calorie deficit. But because you started out as a fat person, determined by a fat-phobic indicator, the BMI, it's a health journey.
Let's deconstruct this, because this oozes stupidity and self-confidence. Point 1. You mimic the behaviors of eating disorders. Did you know that some schizophrenics often have conversations with themselves? Therefore, if you've ever had an imaginary argument in the shower, or practiced for an interview with yourself, you are mimicking the behavior of schizophrenics. Do you see how irrational this line of reasoning sounds? Just because groups have certain traits in common doesn't mean one belongs to the other. Point 2. Your posts and videos are body checking. According to Dr. Nicholas Farrell, body checking is a repetitive, often compulsive, scrutiny of one's appearance from a size and shape standpoint. Uploading one or a few progress photos is not body checking. Even if you upload many, it's not body checking if it's done to show off. Point 3. You've convinced yourself the solution to your relationship to food is counting calories. Or maybe it's the solution to the problem of being underweight, overweight, or maybe you're trying to cut or bulk. Not everyone is trying to quote, unquote, repair their relationship with food. Point 4. You praise over exercising to stay in a calorie deficit. This point just goes to show me she knows fuck all about fitness, because exercise makes up a small part of your daily energy expenditure.
Actually, the body positivity movement was created in the 1960s by fat black women. It was created to fight against the dangerous discrimination that fat bodies face.
I'm going to cut this video early, because this video is getting long, and I'm tired of this narrative. As black man, I take it personally. I see this point about how fat black women started the body positivity movement. What if I told you that the earliest evidence we have of any sort modern body positivity movement with fat undertones was started by the exact opposite of a fat black woman? What if I told you it was started by a skinny white male? Well, it was. This is Steve Post. He organized the first Fat in Central Park in 1967. This movement led to the first fat acceptance organization, which was the National Association to Advance Fat Acceptance, which was founded by Bill Fabry in 1969. A fat white male. So no, this movement wasn't started by fat black women, it was started by white men in the 60s who were copying the actual civil rights movement, as if fat people faced the same oppression as black people in the 1960s. The real history of the movement is incredibly insulting to black people.